Alrighty, made it to Steamboat. Drove out with my dad. A little solid week-long vacation with the fam. So this weight cut definitely staying interesting between moving, starting a new job, now going on vacation. So what I'm doing to get that started on the right foot is got out of the car, unpacked, said hi. Now I'm going for just a short shakeout run. The best thing you can do, is just start right away. When you're sitting in a car all day, body's gonna get stiff. Sooner you can loosen up and just get that blood flowing, you're gonna thank yourself quite a bit. That's what we always did when we did a triathlon trip. Off the van, unpack a bit, go for a run. So that's exactly what I'm doing. This should be a pretty active vacation anyway. A lot of mountain biking, hiking going on. Big thing I just gotta focus on is portion control with the food. And I'd say no reason I can't enjoy myself and still lose a little weight. So yeah, excited to be out here. This is like my favorite place in the world. I went on this trip 6 years ago, and then between school and work wasn't able to make it since. So it's just gonna feel good. So this trip in particular happens to be just about best case scenario for going on vacation and trying to continue a weight cut. My family happens to be quite active. We're gonna do a lot of mountain biking on this trip. I love running on trails. So yeah, just gonna share a little bit of that in this video. Some tips and tricks on, staying under control while you're on vacation. I brought my resistance bands out with me, so you can check out here's some of the just different movements I did. And if you just choose the right resistance, hit a bunch of reps, keep that intensity up, you can still get a really good workout in. This definitely helped me maintain my muscle throughout the week, even though I was mostly doing big cardio. Long rides with my cousins, a lot of climbing, so kept my heart rate up a lot. And then took a few nights later on, I'd be feeling guilty about some food or just feeling lazy in the afternoon, and decided I need to burn some more calories. So I did a couple of runs up a hill in the mountains. Just picked a road that more or less went up most of the way. A couple of the runs, did about 4 miles, and then even did a longer one up to 6 one day. I was just feeling really good, felt great in that cool night mountain air, and even maintained about a 10-minute pace, up at elevation and a good chunk of that climbing uphill. So I was really happy with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed some of the footage. Also did a pretty intense disc golf course that you'll see here, and is quite the hike. Halfway through the vacation, had my first really lazy day in a while. It's been a couple months since I've just done absolutely nothing for most of the day. But then dinner came around and I ate way too much. So to make up for that, I'm gonna force myself to go on a run here. It's about 9 o'clock, but far from the latest I've gone for a run. I actually probably feel pretty good. Today it snowed. It's mostly just blowing snow, nothing on the ground, but went from pretty warm to snowing in about a day. So I'm gonna go for a chilly night run, and then tomorrow I think we're doing another big climb with the bikes. That's gonna be interesting for me. And it turned out, along with that snowstorm, we got some crazy winds, and it knocked down a ton of trees. Absolutely destroyed the trails. We pushed through for most of the rides. The climb up would usually hit a gravel road or something that was obviously clear, just grinding up the hill, and then normally you'd have a fun downhill. But as you'll see in these videos here, even on the fun downhill designated kind of trail we hit, it was just tree after tree after tree. Even going up, we didn't make it all the way up on one spot because there's just too much. You couldn't even see the trail at all. We had to get a little, line going just to get our bikes over the trees. Kind of killed it for me, to be honest. I wasn't in good mountain biking shape to begin with. Not used to going downhill fast, so I was already struggling. Add a bunch of trees, and it was rough, but still enjoyed getting out in the mountains, getting that adrenaline going on the bikes, and hopefully next year will go a bit better. So to finish it off here, it was a bit chilly, but my family still decided to go to the pool, and I brought my resistance bands down, anchored them to the side of the pool, wrapped them around myself, and kind of found myself doing these little sprints to see how far I could go before the resistance stopped me. Just, example of how you can get innovative on vacation, and no real excuse not to find a way to keep chasing your goal.